TikTok, you don't stop. What is going on? How you doing? What's the news? How you feeling? Goodness. Oh, that was random. Let me fill up the screen just a little bit. Goodness gracious, we are making magic happen today. And let me get you balanced right here. Why is this happening? What is up? You guys are pouring in. So good to see you. What is going down? It's your daily dose of positive energy, or whatever you guys want to take from it. What's up? Hey, BZ, what's going down? So good to see you. I see familiar faces, man. So stoked to see you guys. What day is it? Is it Monday? It's the best day of the week. I hit the gym. A little tired. Getting good though. So I think I'm probably going to have some coffee later. Going to drink my water. Improve my mood. Improve my energy. I might even take a nap later. That's how good the workout was. Best day ever. Fuck yeah. Best day of my life. By far. Howdy. What's going on, Nathan? How was everyone's weekend? You guys have a good time? Everybody have fun? You guys know that I used to be a DJ. And so I was on the mic so often. I was one of those annoying DJs who was like, guess who's in the building? God, that shit was stupid. Morning. It's Monday. Yeah, it is. Sup. What's going down, Pika? So good to see you. How's the week? Yeah, it was awesome. Lots of rain here. Dude, I walked out this morning to hit the gym and it was raining. I was like, oh shit. I smelled it yesterday. I was chilling and I was like, it smells like rain. And then this morning it was raining. I was like, hell yeah. Rain's my middle name. Every day should be the best day. Every day is the best day. You make it the best day, right? When we look at this, if you commit to that belief, every day should be the best day, then why isn't it? What are you waiting on? Who do you think is going to show up and make it the best day for you? It's your responsibility. That's the coolest part about having control over your entire existence, is you are responsible for how great of a day that you have. And this is why what's something that's really cool is nobody can make you feel anything. So like if you're upset with somebody, they didn't upset you. You got upset at whatever they did. So you got to look at your shit and go, why am I pissed at that? How does that affect me? Am I just annoyed by them, or are they annoying? You know what I'm saying? So we look at these things and go like, I'm in control of my emotions. I don't have to give them away to you. I don't have to feel a feeling, you know? Me, what's up? Hey, what's up? Joe Perez. Oh, I know you. What up? Good morning. Happy Monday. So good to see you guys. Yeah, so we look at this from like emotional standpoints and go like, where am I putting my energy, right? I'll say this, when you reserve your energy for you, imagine this. Here's something really interesting. I talk about this all the time. Imagine that, hey, what's up, Michelle? Hang on. Oh, I'm going up, wrong direction. Imagine that, we'll just say this. You met, thank you so much for the love. We'll just say this. We'll paint this picture. No sleep, lost power, kids were up all night. That's what you get. Hey, life happens, bro. I'm proud of you. Check it out. So when we talk about like reserving emotional energy, I want you to think about this. If I was on the streets, right, and you were walking around and I showed up and you had given away all of your emotional energy to things that didn't matter, what's left? How am I going to know how happy you are if you literally can't conjure an authentic hello? You know what I'm saying? Ray, what's up, two dogs? Imagine that, dude. It's like we finally fucking meet and you have exhausted all of your emotions on things that don't matter. And now you're like, oh my, I get to meet them, but now I can't. You know what I'm saying? So, good morning, party people. What is going down? 1 week? I'm so stoked for you. That is absolutely fucking phenomenal. So we look at these things and go like, you know what? I'm complacent. I'm cool. I'm focusing on me. I got my reserve happy right here. Doesn't matter how you feel or what you're doing or what they feeling or whatever. See, sometimes, what's good, bro? What's going down, Eddie? One of these things, and something that I've been practicing recently, is you felt the feeling, dude. You understand the feeling, bro. You don't have to prolong this emotion. And actually stepping out of that emotion and going, it's okay to be happy right now. It's okay to be happy right now. You can be happy. You can be happy. You can be happy. It's practice and it's difficult. And I practice that in the gym a lot. Day 5, fuck yeah! I don't know how to have fun. You got to practice having fun. You got to keep in mind, everything's a toy if you play with it. This is the rocket ship of Sage. Now we got burn this bitch to the ground. You see what I'm saying? Everything is a fucking toy if you play with it. But if you keep doing the same shit, practicing not having fun, you're going to be the best at it. You probably already are. You're probably the best at not having fun, right? By far. Like, I believe you. Hey, did my first barbecue completely sober and 1 second overall out of 32. Fuck yeah, dude, that's amazing. Okay. There's so many stories like that from this weekend. People are like, dude, I went to someone in the Beyond Sober program. She's amazing. She's like, normally I would win like first place for the beer luge or whatever the fuck. She's like, I just didn't even go. Like, I didn't even care. Like, hey, thank you so much. I didn't even want to go, and I stayed home and I cooked this and I made this food and I'm having a fucking blast hanging out with the Beyond Sober community. And that's what we do, honestly. There's a lot of people in the community that go like, normally I'd be doing these things. No days sober, bro. That's cool. At least you know where you are. And from that point, you go like, normally I'd be here, but I'm showing up in the community and I'm having real conversations and I'm learning about myself. There's even people starting to glow, like other people going, dude, you are starting to like radiate something. It's a noticeable difference, and it's the inevitable results of focusing on improving your quality of life, which is what Beyond Sober is all about, is to make sure that you get a chance to grow and others get to bask in that glow. Hang on, I have been great drinking less. Thanks for all you do. Fuck yeah, dude. Hey, Cody, what's up today? You're also the guy who inspired me to control my drinking. Dude, I fucking love hearing that. Not for me, but for you. That's amazing, man. Control your drinking. You got to understand, man, there are things we're in control of. Jessica, hey, what are you doing? Shout out to Jessica. What's going down? So there are a few things that you're in control of, but those things you're in control of are a reflection of your health. So, for instance, you're in control of your thoughts and emotions. A lot of people don't want to take responsibility for their emotions because they go like, wait, you mean it's up to me to create my happiness? And if I'm pissed, it's my fault? Yep. Sucks, but it is. I can't find a discussion room on the website. Which website are you referring to? There is the Marco Polo community, which is inside the Beyond Sober program, so you got to be a member to come hang out with us. There is a Discord server, which you got to drop your information with the link in my bio, and I send that information over to you. And and then you can find us on Facebook. But Facebook and Marco Polo are reserved for Beyond Sober members, people who are actively participating, actively involved, actively taking the program, actively getting results, actively sharing their progress, all of those things. So if you can't find it, it's a possibility that you're not a member. And if you are a member, then just send me an email and I'll shoot over that information. South Africa, you inspired me. 5 months sober. Fucking shit. I love that. That's amazing, dude. I stopped drinking 5 weeks ago and feel so much better for it. Fuck yes. That video I just put out a few minutes ago was like, imagine operating 30% better. I did just brush today. Thank you. I appreciate that. I work hard on my teeth. Nowadays, I used to not give a shit. Now I give many fucks about my teeth. I was talking about it last night in the community. I was like, dude, what happens, dude, when you start to feel really good and you take care of your shit, your smile changes, man. Your whole face changes. It's super dope. I enjoy my smile now, where for a long time I was really embarrassed of it because I was an alcoholic. So my teeth were like super yellow. My gums are still fucked. I got missing teeth and shit. You know, it's just who I am. I'm not going to change it. Like, it is what it is. So because of that, stepping into that acceptance and authenticity, my smile gets bigger. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You just joined Beyond Sober? Fuck yeah! So stoked. That is so badass, man. I'm stoked for you. Mainly because obviously you've got access to all the support, all the resources, all the tools and connections you could ever possibly need to improve your quality of life and obviously create that sobriety, that long-term sobriety from toxicity, sobriety from bullshit, sobriety from bad habits, all of that stuff. And not to mention, if you're drinking, you probably drink a lot less. That's the point. It's not about quitting. It's about becoming healthier. The healthier you are, the healthier relationship to alcohol and other bad habits that you have. That's the point. So I'm stoked. And if you're in the community already, show your face. Let us know. My dad has that tatted. It is what it is. People that say it is what it is are unfuckwittable because we have basically accepted this shit and give no fucks. It is what it is. If it isn't what it is, then what the fuck is it? If it's not what it is, then what is the is? It is what it is. You don't have to understand it. You just have to accept the fact that it is. I understand you're pissed. It is. I have nothing to do with that. You're feeling these things, you're doing these things. There's a truck out there. It is what it fucking is. They leave you on red. It is what it fucking is. If it ain't what it is, then what the fuck is it? Well, no one's saying anything other than what it is, so it must be what it is. Is it over processing? I don't know. I don't care. I don't have that many fucks to give. Day 5, fuck yes. Dude, your laugh just puts me in a good mood. Thanks for always having positive vibes. You're so welcome. You know what's funny? Watch. I don't know if I can do it because I was. See, I'm already doing it. I think about my laugh and I think about my smile, and just the thoughts alone are enough to trigger like dopamine and serotonin and like all this shit. And then I like laugh, and then I make myself laugh more. Like I'm laughing at myself, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. People in the sobriety community were laughing at me yesterday because I'm like, you just start to radiate this goal, because down to my core, regardless of whatever I might be dealing with, down to my core, I'm a happy person, and I practice happiness. I practice happiness simplified. I've noticed myself laughing so much lately. Isn't that a trip, Mama of Wolves? Isn't that fucking crazy? I know, and it's like some people go like, well, I had a bad time and now I'm having a good time. The reality is that you are giving yourself permission to smile. You're practicing these things, man. I broke my sobriety after 5 months. And what's the problem? You got a problem? What's the problem? Have you not stopped drinking? What's happening? So what happened? So you had a drink? You feel like you relapse? Where's the issue here? There's nothing wrong with having a drink after 5 months, dude. People have drinks after 20 years. That's not an issue. But if you're beating yourself up because you expected to go an entire life completely never having any type of traumatic or life experience that may encourage you to drink, then that's called a false expectation. I definitely relapsed. Okay, so Cash, so what that means, a relapse, is you haven't stopped drinking since. Is that what you're saying, or did you have a drink or two? Because I want you to look at this, man. If I paid you $100 for every single fucking day you didn't drink, and the days that you did drink, you gave me $100. Are you going to give me all 5 months of 100? What is that? What is fucking... I'm bad at math. Let me figure this shit out. 5 is 31. Let's do this. 100 times, what is that? 30, 40, 60, 80, 90? Is that 9,000? Am I fucking tripping? Is it, well, just 30 times 5. 30 times 5 times 100, right? That's fucking 15 grand in sobriety. And you're going to hand me all $15,000 in sobriety because you had a fucking drink? Is that what you're telling me right now? Is that what you're alerting to the entire universe? Is that you're pissed at you? I'd be more pissed for giving up 15 fucking grand. Like, holy shit. Oh, holy crap. We are way above 111. Only by 3, but that's a lot to me. I'm going to bless this room because we're killing it. Because we got more than 111 in here. I'm going to burn this sage. Bring in the good vibes. Do me a favor, double tap the screen. Can we max this bar out? Because we want to get these messages out to all of the right people. Because my favorite thing is when people go, damn it, you showed up right when I needed to hear this shit. I know. And the only way that happens is with your help. So if you can throw some likes into the room real quick, double tap. I'm going to burn this sage, bring in the good vibes. And while this burns, let's do this. Burn it. Damn, that smells good. Fresh sage, good vibes, all that energy. Damn, the room, it's cleansing. It's cleansing all the bullshit. Anything that you've been hanging on to is slowly dissipating from your existence. We're letting go of this shit that's been clouding our minds. Yes, we had an amazing weekend, but there's still something there. What we're doing is recognizing that information and saying, you know what, dude? You've served your purpose. I don't need to think about you anymore. What I need to focus on is what's working, what I enjoy, what brings me joy, what makes me happy, right? And so for me, I'm letting go of underlying nuances of depression. I speak to so many people, so I there's so many emotions, and I take on their emotions, and I got to be safe with that. So what I'm doing is letting go of other people's emotions right now, bringing in good vibes, creating space for myself to breathe, and to feel good. I even struggle too. I struggle less often than others, which is fucking awesome. The reality is based on where I've put myself and based on the amount of practice that I've injected into my life, I have billions more great days than I do bad days by far. I can't remember the last time I had a bad day. I remember the last time I had like a less than perfect day, less than ideal. a day that didn't necessarily work out in my favor, but I'm totally cool with that because I practice acceptance. It is what it is. If it ain't what it is, then what the fuck is it, right? Stop telling me what you think it is. What is it? And this is the practice of thinking objectively. So without your emotion, what is it? Bye-bye everything. Thank you. We want to keep in mind, man, what we're doing is we're pouring all the bullshit out of our cup. So our cup, oh shit, that's badass. Thank you so much. Lots of stars. I love that. So our cup is full of this, that, and the other, their emotions, your thoughts, your ideas, pressure from the outside world, friends, family, TV, political chaos, TikTok, concepts and ideas and creativity and all these things. And we take them all in, and our mind can handle so much. And we challenge ourselves every day to feel strong. I could take on more. I could take on more. I could take on more. Well, your cup is about to over fucking flow. So here's what we got to do. What I just did with that sage, right, is we're pouring all the bullshit out of our cups, right? We're creating space for new healthy information, such as the stuff that I'm saying right now, to get in there, right? Because you mentioned this. If you're emotionally exhausted, do you seriously want to listen to someone else say some shit? Oh, God. I don't want to hear you whining. I don't want to hear your opinions. But if we create space for that, we have more energy to listen to the things that are important. Did I ever use AA meetings? I did. In 2017, I went to AA after my liver failed for 30 days. Had a horrible experience. So I left and went to the gym, and I've been in the gym ever since. Gym has been not my AA, but in place of AA. So basically saying, like, I'm not sober because of the gym. I've practiced my sobriety because of my happiness. I am sober, whatever that means, because I'm happy, and the gym brings joy to my life. So I'm there 45 minutes a day. I probably spend 20 hours a month in the gym, roughly. Gut. I haven't had a drink in 3 weeks. Fucking shit, that's amazing. 30, 60, 90, that's $900 in sobriety. That's banana sandwiches, right? 30, 300, 30, 30. Okay, yeah, that's a lot, man. Hell yeah. Stay away from negative people. Here's what's a trip, though. The healthier you get, the happier you get, the more negative people you attract. Do you want to know why? Because you got what they don't. You got what they don't. They're going to go, no, fuck this. I want to take this from you. People that got nothing to lose don't mind taking everything that you have. Negative people love positive people because they can butt heads. Because if you could bring down the joy of someone who's positive, right? A lot of people think that in order for you to win, someone has to lose. So if you're challenged by someone else's power and you could bring them down a notch, you're doing pretty good as an asshole, huh? Not gonna happen, motherfucker. The reality with this shit is we recognize these things and we have healthy boundaries. We don't let people, we literally do not give them permission to fuck with you. If there's somebody that you give the power to, this is someone that you trust. And if they've broken that trust, or you do not trust them with your heart, don't give it to them, because you are handing over control to your world. I don't live in your world and you don't live in mine. We kind of coincide in this fucking universe together. But the point of this is boundaries. Just because you want my attention doesn't mean you get it. Just because you want my love doesn't mean you get it. Just because you want my attention doesn't mean you get it. There's an even exchange here. And when worse comes to worse, I will protect my peace over your emotions. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. A lot of people go like, you don't care. No, there's a major difference between not caring and not having any fucks to give. Oh, I care that you have an emotion. I just don't give a fuck. Do I know you? Who the fuck are you? Right? But then there's people that are very close to us where it's like, okay, I give many, 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 many fucks to you, but obviously in the wrong area. So it sounds like I don't care. So there's always confusion. And then we take on these we'll say weights of other people's emotions in attempt to try and either fix or bring value to that specific circumstance. So we have boundaries, right? We set these boundaries up very, very specifically and go, remember, listen to what I'm saying. There's a difference between a boundary and a wall. A wall is something you are not meant to break down. I will bring the wall down. When I'm ready, I will take this wall down. It's basically saying, we don't talk about that shit. It's not fucking happening, right? Then there's a boundary. A boundary is, there's no wall here, there's a fence. If you cross that fucking fence, we're on the battlefield. So I trust you not to jump the fucking fence, because once we're on the battlefield, I'm not responsible for what happens next. You shot first by jumping the fence. I told you that if you jump the fucking fence, it's free range. Because this is obviously, I put the fence there for a reason. I put the fence there to keep me in and other people out. It's not a wall. I still need to breathe. But the point is you can still see me. You still have access to me. It's just, next time you jump this fucking fence, I'm gonna electrify it. 2 times. It's gonna fucking hurt. Now, the only reason you know there's a fence there is because you stepped over it unknowingly the first time. The second time, I fucking told you, here's a fence. Don't hop, skip, jump your pretty face over the fucking boundary, or I'm gonna fuck your shit up. I'm not taking this literally, but you understand where I'm going with this shit. I fucking said no, and you didn't take me seriously. You asked for it. Okay. Module 5 vibes. I was just talking about you. Your laugh cracks me up. I love that. That is so awesome. I love hearing that shit. You guys remind me how happy I actually am. Drinking has a budget. If people have looked at their budget of alcohol, it's same as rent. Yeah, 100%. I was spending $1,000 a month on alcohol, $850 plus, an entire check sometimes. Fucking crazy shit. That's on top of $1,000 that I was getting paid in bar tabs and stuff like that. Respect the fence, man. Boundaries, right? Electric fence. I'm gonna build a moat, bitch. Do you wanna? Look, the boundary will come down when you've earned my trust, right? When the trust is there, that means I don't need to fucking have this fucking boundary, because actually, now that I say it like this, I gotta let this wall down so I can bring down the fence too. I can trust you with the wall, then that boundary will pretty much, it's less important. But it's important, like, for you. Like, you really do gotta understand these things. You gotta recognize this shit. When you do this, I feel this way. When I feel this way, I do this. So do yourself a favor. Do us a favor. For God fucking sake, just consider me for 1 second and don't do that thing. I appreciate you. Sent with love, bitch. Because the reality is if you fucking cross this shit, you're fucking with my peace. You're fucking with my happiness. Because I trust you. I let you into the room. You're in my space. I gave you access to my fucking world and said, don't go into that room. I don't want to explain what's in that fucking room. It's locked for a reason, bitch. And you keep fucking jiggling this doorknob, I'm gonna kick this door into your face. And then we have a real issue, because you're gonna wonder where all that strength came from. It came from all the shit I have locked up in that room. Stay out of that shit. Quit jiggling the fucking doorknob. I'm glad I saw this as soon as I woke up. I love that. It's locked for a reason, bitch. Until I give you the fucking key, quit trying to get into this bitch. Like, you'll know when I trust you. You know what I'm saying? And this is important for when you meet new people, even me. Like, I'm just better at creating a space for people to where they know I'm not judging them. They know that they could be exactly who the fuck they are. I don't care what your secrets are. You don't have to say it. You can't say it. It doesn't change anything. I'm not judging you. So a lot of people will just like kind of go straight. They'll just drop all those walls, all those boundaries. With other people you're really close to, Tom Morello, I don't know who that is. I kept looking for your live all weekend. Dude, I just put 24 hours of lives on my website, Kohdi.io. Put that in your browser and click on live replay. All of my replays up there. There's like 60 fucking videos, including all the latest ones. A lot of 2-hour videos I just put up too. So, non-judgmental people are absolutely my favorite people on the planet. That's what I love about Beyond Sober, that community. If you guys haven't joined the community, dude, you got to take a look at it. I have hundreds of messages of people going, still, every day, what do I do? Where do I go? Who do I talk to? I don't want to go to AA. This is this, and I'm practicing, and I lost my family, and my wife just left me, and I'm losing the kids, and I'm doing all this stuff. How do I stop drinking alcohol? How do I improve my quality of life? Dude, we put everything you possibly could need literally in your pocket. In your pocket. You'd be like, you're struggling with some shit? Boom. Talk to an entire group of people that want to hear from you. Hugh just jumped in there. I'm like, what, dude? Hugh, holy shit. We're all killing it over there, man. I'm so proud of everybody too. I got to talk to my friend who's in treatment yesterday. I hope he comes to find something like this. Share it with him. BeyondSoberProgram.com. Or click the link in my bio and you can just send it over to him. How do I make a liver healthy again? You stop drinking alcohol. Stop giving yourself shit. Everything goes through your liver. So my first statement is learn about what you're eating. So if your liver can process fat and alcohol, and it's not processing alcohol anymore, that means you are improving its functionality by not destroying it. That's step one. Number two, you got to look at your foods. You got to keep it lubricated. When I'm dehydrated, my liver hurts. My kidneys hurt too. My organs hurt. Water and hydration is fucking lubrication. So when you put something in, it can flow through the system and your liver can function the way it needs to. You only have one of these motherfuckers, and not everybody lives through a transplant. Not everybody's going to get an opportunity to destroy themselves and live again. As a matter of fact, only 43% of people that develop cirrhosis are going to live past their first fucking year. I'm an anomaly. I died and should still be dead. That, once again, you're dead man walking type situation. I say this because your liver will heal itself, but you can't keep destroying it. You can't do that shit. Now, through no faults of your own, maybe you haven't lived a healthy life. I didn't. You can't just drink alcohol to do damage to your liver, stop drinking alcohol and go, oh, I'm good. You're still putting Taco Bell in your body. You're still fucking eating out every day of the week. You're still putting processed foods, and all this shitty fucking shit that tastes so good has to process through your liver. And you're not moving either. You're still fucking sitting pretty thinking something's gonna happen. Like one day, you're gonna wake up healthy. You must live a healthy life. Fucking period. There's no pill, there's no plant that goes, oh, this fixes your liver. There's things that help your liver function better or more according to its ability. So we'll just say this. My liver was at 100 and I brought it down to 10% functionality. That's why I died. And then over time, let's just say I brought it up to 90%. It's operating, we're just going to assume it's at 90%. I can't make it go back to 100. I've done the fucking damage. But I can help it function at 100% at 90. That's why I go to the gym. That's why I drink water. I drink liquid IV. That's why I don't take any medications if I can help it. This is why I eat healthy foods. Most of my food is made at home. I eat out very, very little, but I'm also in the gym 20 hours a month. It's the same as watching. By the time I'm out here on TikTok, I would be leaving the gym. When I'm done on TikTok, it's the same amount of time I'd be in the gym. Doing something, anything. That could be going outside for a walk. It could be fucking anything, but your body needs to move. You have to help it help you. Taking no acknowledgement as a sign. I'm assuming you said something prior and you felt ignored. Isn't it weird having emotions, applying things to people like it's their fucking responsibility for you to feel a certain way? Then again, I could be completely wrong with that assumption, but only people that say that shit are people that think I fucking owe them something. What do you want, dude? Did you ask a question? Are you waiting patiently? It doesn't sound like it. Patience is a fucking virtue. It's gold, man. It is the one and only thing that you could practice and actually get real fucking results. Not waiting. Patience. Do something else. And why is it that every fucking time someone gets upset, I get the upset part and I didn't recognize the beginning part? It's because you're trying to force your way into my fucking life. Now you got my attention. With that said, there's no questions in the question box with your face. So obviously you are not taking the necessary steps to get the fucking attention that you're begging for right now. So if you're still interested in hearing my opinion on what you've said, hit the question box like everybody else, drop your shit and we'll talk about it. Liquid IV is kind of like Mio water. So like you would take a packet and put it in here. The difference between like Mio and liquid IV is liquid IV actually hydrates your body roughly 2 or 3 times better. So 1 bottle of water is the equivalent of like 3. When you drink, why do you feel bloated? Alcohol is an inflammatory agent. It helps you retain fucking fluids and shit. It's also sometimes alcohol is dehydrating. Ascites is something that people develop. You get bloated. You're like 9 months fucking pregnant and shit. I developed that shit. Super duper painful. Alcohol, it makes people inflame themselves, dudes. The cells get fucking bigger. Sometimes your face will get flushed. The actual blood cells in your face will grow larger because alcohol is in there. All kinds of fucking crazy shit happens. It's a poison. Your body is fucking reacting to something that's not supposed to be there. You gotta keep in mind, dude, if everybody was told that alcohol is a poison and one of the most addictive drugs on the planet when we were fucking kids, nobody would drink alcohol. And you know what I'm saying? Nobody would do that. It would be looked at like motor oil, which is how I look at that shit. Sludge? I don't want that shit in my system. I just released it. Milk thistle helps restore the liver. It doesn't help restore the liver. It helps the liver function. There's nothing in milk thistle that goes, this is a regenerating agent. It's milk thistle. Green tea does the same thing. It helps your liver function as close to 100% as possible. So that goes back to my analogy. If I can only function at 90%, milk thistle and green tea will help me function 100% of my 90%. But nothing fixes your liver like that. There's no restoration process, especially with damage. I have stage 4 cirrhosis, permanent damage, scarring like you wouldn't fucking believe. Nothing is going to restore your liver, but there are agents that are going to help it function appropriately. So that's why we drink water, milk thistle, green tea, put that in your diet. Just it's a part of this is stuff that you do. Your machine needs maintenance, man. We're not built different. There's so many people in my comments going, obviously we're built different because he didn't die and you did. You're silly. Silly goose. You think that you can handle that much fucking alcohol and not have a problem, right? Milk thistle is good for milk production too, I heard. Oh shit, that makes sense. Check this out. I want everybody that's here, that's listening, will I ever enjoy the things I used to sober? Yes, you have to practice them sober though. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna fucking tell you. Hang on, why did it do that? Will I ever enjoy the things? Yeah. So here's the fucking trip. Let me sip. I'll drink to that. 111, I see it. If you've been drinking, and that's basically become your personality, you go fishing, you have beer, you eat food, you have a drink, you hang out with your people, you got alcohol in your system. You've written all of the neurological codes to the things you love under the influence. What this means is that you are no longer capable, sober, of creating joy and enjoying that experience because happiness, joy, all that other shit has been directly associated with the amount of alcohol in your body. Period. And aside from addiction, aside from like anything, I want you to remember this. If I go, this makes me happy, wrote the code. Water makes me happy, wrote the code. I have fun while I'm drinking water. Look, it's an airplane, we're drinking water. My brain is under the assumption, because I've written it and done it so many times, that every time I look at water, every time I touch water, every time I think about water, that makes me happy. It actually releases dopamine, some serotonin, all that shit, all the happy chemicals, just from the thought of it. So if we've been under the influence, it means we have 0 codes written saying that that brings joy without alcohol. You have to do that thing without alcohol. It's not like, oh, there's no more poison in my body, I can have fun again. No, you have to keep fucking doing that shit. And your brain literally needs to be reprogrammed and rewritten to go, this without alcohol is fun. That without alcohol is fun. Fishing without alcohol is fun. You focus on the fishing, you focus on the joy, you focus on things that would normally bring you joy and allow yourself. Normal things are fun. Yeah, most things are fun. Everything's a toy if you play with it. But if you're only playing with things when you're fucked up, then it's no longer a toy when you're sober. Someone write that shit down. If you only play with toys or things are, you ever see those people where it's like, listen to what I'm saying. You see a traffic cone or some shit and you're super faded. You got a buzz. You're walking down the street and you're like, oh my God, a traffic cone. You like put it on your head. You're like, oh my God, I would never do this if I was sober. Do it when you're sober. Do it when you're sober. There's nothing stopping you from doing the exact same thing sober. It's not fun because you haven't practiced doing it sober. So when you put that cone on your head, you're still writing the code. This is fun. I can smell the fucking concrete and the rubber on the inside of this fucking thing. It's heavy on my neck. Is it you see what I'm saying? Write the code, write the code, write the code, write the code. This is fun. I like putting cones on my head, man. I enjoy this shit, man. I want to do a backflip too. Do it without the sauce, so your brain knows that that's what joy is. Now, I want you to remember this shit. If you lost the joy in things, it's generally because you have rewritten the joy. Rewritten it. The neurological pathways. We forget that a fucking flame needs to go. It needs to fire. Your brain is this fucking plethora of neurological just quantum entanglements that have to fucking fire accordingly. So if you've written all of the codes under the influence and you no longer drink, those codes are still firing. They just don't make sense to you when you're not drinking. This is why we have to continue doing the same things and or new things so we can rewrite the codes stronger to things that we love. That's it. Thoughts on shrooms, dude. Shrooms changed my life. The same concept when you look at this, when you look at the neurological conditioning and the kaleidoscope conditioning of the fungus, you're opening parts of your mind. You're accessing and or writing, we'll say, creating connections in the mind that aren't normally there. They're there, but they're not firing in those ways. So when you have a fungus, a poison, a fungus, that's what mushrooms are. It's a poison. It's a fungus. Your body, your hallucinations and all those things, that's your body's immune system fighting off something that's not supposed to be there. The same hallucinations on a fungus is the same exact hallucinations I had when I was dying. My brain is fighting off not only some of the medications they had me on to keep me alive. Thank you so much. But my brain is also trying to make sense of the dying process. So because of that, my brain is firing in ways that is abnormal to my day-to-day habits, and now I see a demon in the corner, and now the machine is trying to eat my feet. Now my hands are longer. Now I'm having a whole different experience. As a matter of fact, part of the reason why I'm so good at what I do and so passionate about what I know is because I've had those hallucinations. I've seen this shit. It's very real. Those codes have been written. I know what it's like to have a real reaction to something that isn't there. No one can see it but me. That doesn't mean it's not real. It means you can't fucking see it. It's very real to me. And to them. It's fucking crazy how that works. Kohdi, I drink to help with my trauma. I want to get better though. How do I start? Your trauma isn't getting better with alcohol. You're actually ignoring the key elements of your growth, which is processing. No matter what you think, no matter how you feel, no matter what you do, it happened. You can't think your trauma away. You cannot change something that isn't real. It feels real every time you think about it because the emotion is so dense. That trauma is written with adrenaline, written with emotion. You could probably smell it. The reality with that is it's gone. It's not there. It only exists in your mind. Even if you have a scar, that scar is a physical representation of a memory. This is why in Module 4, we talk about Back to the Future, how you process your trauma. You're not supposed to heal from your trauma. What? What do you mean heal? You're not supposed to heal from it? No. Are you serious? That trauma guides your behavior. That trauma is the reason you are as amazing as you are. You're not supposed to heal from it. You're supposed to learn from it and grow from it and utilize that as a stepping stool to create a life you love to live. Because that trauma, you know exactly what you don't like. You know exactly what you didn't like about that, what you didn't like about that person, about that situation. You know the feeling that you fucking hate about that. You know the repercussions of those actions. You know what you did afterwards. You know all that shit. All of those things are learning experiences. You cannot remove the pain without removing the happiness. It's not fucking possible. I don't know. I'm going to say this again. When you numb your shit out, you cannot numb the pain without numbing the happiness too. So if you're trying to drink through your trauma, you're drinking yourself into trauma. You're not making it better. You're not processing your trauma. You're attempting to ignore it in the hopes that it will go away. You're fucking stuck with it forever. Just like anxiety. It doesn't go away. You get better at processing. Making me cry, bro. I'm with you, dude. I'm so happy for you. This is real fucking processing. This is what humans do. Humans fucking own up to this shit. Humans recognize that they didn't fucking ask for that shit. In no right mind would we ever ask for pain. Hit me, dude. Do it as hard as you fucking can, man. Bring this shit on, right? You didn't fucking do that shit. And even if you were at fault for that thing, the reason you fucking hate on you so much is because this version of you would never fucking do that. You're a better person because of that shit, and you think something should be different. You've got expectations that aren't being met. This is why we don't expect shit. That way we're pleasantly surprised. Your trauma is a fucking gift. There's trauma that I will never tell y'all motherfuckers. I love you to death, but I don't need to tell you that shit. But it is a driving force. I can look back at that shit and go, damn, that was fucked up. Crazy shit. I survived that and every fucking thing that's been thrown my direction, including death. Literal fucking death. Most people don't have to worry about that shit. Our trauma is just is a fucking super strength. But if you're looking at that as the reason why you do this shitty shit, dude, stop punishing you. Nobody's coming. No one is coming to punish you. So you're in the corner. Every time you drink, you're literally in the corner with a belt going whoosh, just beating the shit out of you like it's gonna fucking change something. It isn't. And if you want to fucking kick that trauma in the mouth, then you get fucking happy. It was meant to take you out and you're still fucking here. It's winning. What the fuck? You are helping your trauma get the best of you when you're stronger. Make moves, man. Process through your shit. You don't have to fucking heal. You just have to recognize that it's not going anywhere. Accept it. You know why? Because it is what it is. If it isn't what it is, then what the fuck is it? It's kicking your ass is what it is. Stop. You're stronger than that. Period. Heal to accept. Accept to heal. Accept to heal. You don't have to heal to begin your acceptance process. You got to accept that you're in a place of healing. And that some things, we'll even say this, some things are meant to stay broken. Let it stay broke. What the fuck? Ghetto rig that shit. You got a limb blown off, you still have 3 limbs. You got 2 limbs blown off, you still have 2 limbs. A life is what you make it, but if you are not your trauma, you got to realize this. You may have gone through some crazy, fucked up, hardcore, just subhuman, just backstabbing, betrayal, filthy fucking trauma. That's not who you are. It's just some shit that happened. It fucking sucks, but thinking about it doesn't change a goddamn thing. It alters your future. It changes you now. You are literally giving it power by recognizing it. I'm not saying ignore. Remember, here's the thing. When I make that statement, people go, oh, so if I don't recognize it, it goes away. Is SoCal Killer in the building? If I don't recognize it, it goes away? No. It's in the basement. And as soon as you step off that fucking trap door, it comes back up. It opens the fucking door. That motherfucker, you've been locking this bitch in the basement. And you think that every bottle you put on that trap door is gonna keep that thing in the fucking basement. No, that bottle gets empty. It needs to get out. Let it fucking breathe, man. Feed it your strength so it goes away. It will dissipate. But if you don't feel the fucking feelings, and if you continue numbing your pain, you're also removing access to your happiness with the same fucking substance. Now you have to own up, but you got to move on. It's not about moving on. It's about moving forward. Fuck. It's not. I'm going to say this again. Someone take a fucking picture, record this shit, write it down. I don't give a fuck. It's not about moving on. It's about moving forward. 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 Let it fucking hang on to your ankles. Let it fucking grab all you want. Aloha. Let it grab you all you fucking want. Forward. Keep moving. Keep moving. You don't have to move on. To move on means to let go. Bitch, you seriously think you're gonna let go of trauma? Are you fucking... It's one of the most difficult fucking things on the planet. It's stronger than anything that you've ever been through. That's why it's still here. You think you're gonna move on? What the actual fuck? No. You're gonna keep fucking stepping and let that bitch get tired. As your trauma gets tired of fucking hanging on, it will let go. But it's not your job to fucking kick it off the side of the building. Forward. Struggle. Forward. Period. So many of us struggle our way to the bottom of a bottle and then wonder what the fuck happened. You know, that's the real trauma. One of the worst traumas I've ever had is knowing that I spent my entire life punishing myself for shit I didn't do. That's some traumatic shit. I spent my entire fucking life punishing myself for something I didn't even do. Oh, Cody, someone asked, is binge drinking as bad as daily? It just depends on how many times you want to get hit with a truck. And it also depends on how much you're drinking daily. So I put a video out, 10 beers a week, 10 drinks a week, or 10 drinks on the weekend. 10 drinks on the weekend, that you're still hitting your liver hard, right? How much joy you get out of that is up to who you are. That liquor is still going through your body. It still goes through your liver. So you're still doing the same amount of damage. So when you look at that, you go, like, binging is not good, man. It's literally like running head first into the wall. I can hear a fucking dump truck out there. It's the same as, do I want to jump in front of the truck? Do I want to get run over by the tire of this truck every day? Or do I want to wait for the weekend and then run head first into it? Or do I want it to just let it run me over? You're still going to be in pain. You're still doing fucking damage. Remember, there's no medical reason for alcohol to be in our system. We do not need to drink. It doesn't have to be part of our fucking life, dude. I don't know successful, happy people that drink alcohol. I know they're all fucking miserable. It's just not a thing. I know people that have a lot of money and they drink to celebrate. Those are unhealthy, miserable people too. I know many sad millionaires. I've sat with many sad billionaires. They're fucking miserable as shit. It sucks. But I did, not intentionally, but still did. Gotcha. The garbage man just left my house. They're here, man. Because I'm off Benita. How does heavy drinking affect our blood alcohol? So it depends on what you mean by it. We'll just say high risk. The more alcohol is in your bloodstream, the more fucked up you're going to be. The alcohol is going to get into your bloodstream no matter what. So if you put, we'll just say 5 beers into your system, I'm going to say some shit. Don't fucking cancel me. It's a scientific fucking fact. If anybody is still drinking and wants to practice this shit, it's called the 45-second rule. You want to see how cheap of a day, you want to save money drinking alcohol? You want to catch a buzz faster? Let me tell you this. I'm not teaching, and I'm fucking saying this, I'm not teaching people how to drink alcohol. This is for research and fucking liver functionality purposes only. Every 45 seconds, when you have a drink, in 45 seconds, let's just say you've got 0 alcohol in your system. You take a drink, you have a shot. With a beer, you take a drink. In 45 seconds, that alcohol is going to start seeping into your bloodstream. The actual processing of alcohol takes about 45 seconds for it to acclimate, get into your system, start doing what it does, okay? If you were drinking beer and took a sip every 45 seconds consistently, you would be faded in 1/10 of the amount of time because you have a non-stop injection of this sauce into your bloodstream. Non-stop. Every 45 seconds. 45 seconds. You, instead of sipping and then waiting around and like doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? And then you're like, here's another one. You want to catch a real quick buzz? That's how you do it. So we look at this and go like, think of like this. So let's just say instead of a beer, you had an entire shot of like 40% alcohol. The reality is more alcohol is going to start injecting itself into your system in that same 45 seconds. So because of that, it's going to fuck you up. It's just going to mess you up. So binge drinking, heavy drinking, all that stuff, man, that alcohol is going through your system. It's going through your liver. where I'm going with this is you're still fucking your shit up. It doesn't really matter. Like drinking at high risk, you're putting yourself at risk at fatty liver disease, cirrhosis of the liver. Most people are going to develop cirrhosis and not even fucking know it. They will show zero symptoms until it's too late. You might start turning yellow. Maybe your eyes start turning yellow. Your fingernails start turning yellow. You're starting to get blotchy. Your skin, you're leaking. Like your sides start to cramp randomly. Your kidneys are starting to hurt. Your lower back starts to hurt. Maybe you're starting to get a little bloated. Feeling a little inflamed today, right? Extremely lethargic. You're having nightmares, man. Cirrhosis does some fucked up shit. And here's a trip. 5 to 7% of the people that have cirrhosis will actively develop new symptoms every single year. So you got to look at this. You have to measure how much you enjoy living a healthy life against how much you love being intoxicated. And if you love being intoxicated more than you love living a healthy life, then that is the inevitable fact that you are an unhealthy person. You've got to accept that shit. You have to. You don't got to heal from it. You have to accept this information. If you love your intoxication more than the potential of living a happy and healthy, fully fulfilled life, you're an unhealthy person, because healthy people look forward to the next day. They look forward to living a long fucking life, which is why there's people on TikTok that I'm going to duet that says we're not here to live a long life. We're here to have a fun life. That's why we're alcoholics. Fucking shit. Balance and moderation is one can control. Absolutely. In order to find balance and moderation, you have to test yourself. You got to recognize what your intake is, what it isn't. How would you like to drink? You want to be a cheap date? Practice what cheap dates do. They don't drink every day. And if they do, they drink very little, right? You want to be an alcoholic? Practice what alcoholics do. You want to have an emotional addiction to a sauce? Keep drinking the way you do. The reality with this is, here's the fucking test. Can you be tested for cirrhosis? Absolutely. You just got to talk to your doc. Here's the question. I'm going to put this video out later today. Would you give the amount of alcohol that you drink right now to someone that's never had alcohol before? Think about how much you drink. I would. Totally. I don't drink shit. So they wouldn't live in fear. Someone hit me up last night. Super sweet, by the way. She says, hey, I had 20 shots this weekend in one night. Is that bad? And I'm sitting there, I contrast that. I'm like, I'm not broken, I'm healing 100%. And I'm like, I used to take like 30 shots a day. So if you did that in one night and you're good, you were binging, you fucking got faded. But the reality with that is, I asked her, I said, hey, would you give 20 shots to someone that's never had alcohol before? She's like, I would stop them, but no, I would never do that. And I was like, well, there's your answer. That's a lot of fucking alcohol. One shot could be enough. What does yellow bowel movement mean after drinking? Only after drinking. SoCal, yellow or pale? If it's pale, then that's your liver is having trouble. Yellow, I'm not really sure. That also depends on what you've been eating and whatnot. My best friend is an extreme alcoholic and mixes it with her anxiety meds. She won't oh, damn. She's asking for it, dude. There's no fucking around with that shit. She's asking for it. And unless she dramatically slows down, she's going to find herself worse off than I was, right? How long did you drink? My career was 24 years. I drank heavy for 16, and I was a high-functioning alcoholic for about 2.5 years. My fingernails started turning yellow. That's when I knew I had to stop. 2.5, no alcohol. Fuck yeah, dude. J-Belt, that's so badass. You see what I'm saying with this, you guys? Like, you got to remember this. Like, we, as humans, don't want to feel fragile. We're supposed to be strong, right? Supposed to be strong. That's what we do. We lift to get fucking strong, and then we challenge ourselves, and we build these things and all this shit. But you are fragile. The inside of your body can handle a lot, but you're still fragile. So what we do to challenge ourselves is drink more alcohol, get ourselves in more dangerous positions so we can feel strong. Being strong and feeling strong are two different things. Now, with this shit, I was talking to Jamie yesterday, and she's like, Kohdi, you're a ninja. You don't have to fucking continue showing people that you're a ninja. You just are a ninja. You don't have to explain to people that you are a ninja because you're too busy doing ninja shit. I'm like, I know. That's the reality with this shit, is I don't have to fucking prove to everybody all of the crazy moves that I can do, all of my fucking behaviors, all of the things that define me as a ninja or something that I identify as. I gotta keep proving that to you guys. I also don't have to keep picking up the heaviest weight for me to feel strong. I know I'm strong. I'm stronger than I've ever been. But so many of us practice feeling strong by taking on everyone else's shit. By taking on things that it's not even our fucking responsibility. By trying foods, jumping off buildings. So many fucking bad habits are created just in the attempt to prove to ourselves that we can handle it. Bitch, we know you can handle it. Stop trying to fucking prove yourself to everyone. We know. But one of the things that isn't taught, and most people completely ignore, because I see this in the comments, is built different. We're not built different. We might look different. I might have more muscle than you, but my muscle is just as fragile as yours. The little muscle you have or the big muscle, it's still fucking muscle. What do you think? We're not fucking taught to practice preventative maintenance. Imagine if healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, healthy thoughts were taught as fucking kids. When we were fucking little babies. If our life, I don't just mean healthy environment, I mean like in school. You know those 12 years that we were there? I'm 36. I don't know who's still in school here. There's 12 years that I was there. Never once was there, even in health class, it was like, it wasn't about that, right? If it was cool to be healthy, I would have been fucking crazy. You would have been healthy. But the reality is it's not cool to be healthy. It's cool to be a fucking shitty human being. It's cool to kill yourself. It's cool to hurt yourself. It's cool to do these things that are bad for you because it shows us how much we can handle. We don't gotta do this shit. That's what fucking self-sabotage is, man. So, Adrian, I have, hang on. Oops, it just disappeared. Going back, okay, I have a year advice for a talk with a friend, bad off of alcohol and Adderall together. My advice for a talk with a friend, bad off. So are you saying that they're no longer on Adderall and alcohol, or that they are? Because the reality is that's a horrible combination. Like I don't care who the fuck you are, who you think you are. You're not built different. When you're mixing a fucking chemical cocktail with a poison, they're in both. You gotta understand this shit. It's Russian roulette, man. Like it like I can't even fucking explain it any better than that. It's not if, it's when. I hate being sober. You got to practice living a happy life. Like, you got to practice happiness, dude. If you keep doing the same shit, if you don't like you don't like your people, you don't like your fucking friends, you don't like where you're going, you don't like what you're up to, fucking do something different. That's why you don't like being sober. It's because there's nothing for you when you're sober. You think that not having alcohol is like miserable fucking things. There's billions of people who don't drink alcohol that live happily ever after. There's, what is it, like fucking 40% of the population doesn't drink or touch alcohol or has never even had it. And then there's 30% that drink at low risk, means casually. They use it to improve their quality of life. And then there's 36% that drink at high risk. Definitely not quoting lyrics, unless I accidentally did. Sober has its benefits. It's not sobriety that has benefits, it's happiness. Not putting a poison in your body should be motivation enough. Stop killing you, dude. That's really it. It's like you put shitty in, you're gonna get shitty out. Now, if your entire life is built around shit, there's only 3 things you need. You need the right mindset. If you keep thinking the same thoughts, you're gonna keep getting the same feelings and then doing the same stuff and getting the same results. You've got to work on this. The world changes when you change. You can't change the people around you. You can't change the fucking environment. It is what it is. I'm a 36%er. I'm with you, man. I used to be there too. If you continue doing exactly what you're doing, you're going to get the same results. The next thing you need specialized knowledge. You need to know what you're good at, what you like, what brings you joy, what you're interested in, things that you're curious about. Specialized knowledge. Maybe there's something that you're fucking good at, right? You need a blueprint. You need to know what you're working on. 100%. If you have no idea what you're doing, then you're going to keep doing whatever it is that already doesn't make you happy. I don't know what to do. Do anything. This is why we get clear. Clarity brings direction. If you have direction, then you just keep moving. You have the shoes. You're already on your journey. What path are you taking? Stinking thinking. What if someone is sober and they take a girl out on a date that wants to drink wine? Cool. Get them, dude. That's awesome. There's a place of respect where I think that's a beautiful question, because I know what it's like to be with a female and she's drinking, I'm not, right? Even my fiance, like, she still goes to the bar, she still hangs out, she doesn't party, but she still drinks. I don't drink. There's nothing wrong with that. But I've seen people where if the relationship or that date is built around the amount of alcohol that needs to be consumed, it's a false reality. So if you are not drinking and she is, then that's a really healthy conversation to have. Hey, I just want to let you know, I don't drink, right? I'm not against you drinking. I just want you to know that I'm going to respect you based on the amount that you choose to take in. So if you're taking a shot, you're drinking a beer and doing all this shit, I'm going to respect you as the fucking drunk that you are acting like. But if someone is having wine, that may be them rewarding themselves. They are probably a very healthy person using wine to enrich their quality of life. Lots of happy people do that shit. Healthy people do that shit all the fucking time. There's, like, look at it like this. There's more healthy people drinking more alcohol than people practicing sobriety. What that means is you may have gone 5 months and had a drink. That's healthy. People who drink all the time drink more alcohol than that, and they are also considered healthy people. They're not drinking at high risk. So someone who has a glass of wine, cool, totally fucking cool. The reality with this is you want to get to know this person. You want to know, is this wine their personality? They don't know who they are unless they're drinking. That's alcoholic behavior. That's alcoholism, right? With that said, is 111 here? I thought, hell yeah. With that said, you also want to recognize that this person isn't wrong for drinking wine. It's totally safe when done in a healthy way. Right? Is that J-Buck? No, that's Ray. She's sick today. Remember I was out for like 2 weeks? It sounds like she has what I had. And then this dude in the gym today, he's all messed up too. You know, I was like, dude, you sound like what I did last week. So I think there's a SoCal bug going around. Quit your coughing.
I was at the dirt track and there's a bunch of dirt in my nose.
Oh, it's allergies. Hey, Ray, how much fun do we have all the time? We do all kinds of shit, huh? We don't do anything?
Sometimes.
When we do things, we have fun, yes?
Yeah. Sure.
You're not helping this conversation.
Well, it's on the weekends is when we do fun stuff. And then weekdays, you're always working.
Yeah, life, you can't have...
It's only fun when we Postmates things.
It's only what?
Fun when we Postmates things.
You're silly. Okay, have you truly found that a life without alcohol is happier and actually more fun? It's the most astronomical experience I've ever had in my entire life. I don't wish I found this earlier, but I'm telling you, the way that I see the world, the way that I see myself, wink, wink, what up? Is so astronomically profound that no days I ever spent drinking were ever this good. Ever. Not even fucking once. I'm like frolicking down the fucking street and shit. Like, I do weird shit. I'm happier, more successful, more abundant, have way more gratitude, appreciation. My empathy is through the fucking roof. I've created numerous fucking businesses, man. I've worked with amazing people. I've met some of the most incredible people that would never give me a second of their time, because at that point, I was unworthy. I was not worthy of their fucking time. This happy, healthy, abundant, fucking strong version of myself, I could do anything. There's nothing fucking stopping me. Nothing. There's people that want to get in my way. They aren't even in my way. A life of happiness. You got to remember this. Sobriety is the repercussion of happiness. You focus on your happiness, what brings you joy. You find joy in the littlest things. There's more little things around than there are big things. You find joy in the dumbest shit. You will constantly in a state of progression. Every day is better than the next. You can think of like the best day of your life and then multiply that by like 100 times 2 plus 1 and then a little bit more. You can't have that kind of life if you're constantly imbibing a poison that's making you actively more depressed. Alcohol is a depressant. What the hell happened? What? Where'd it go? I accidentally closed it. What the fudge? You can't do big things, only little things with great love. Oh, I love that. That's fucking great. Yeah, 100%, dude. Hope I find it one day. You have to do things that attract that stuff. You don't just go like, I hope it shows up. You do shit. If what you're doing hasn't brought that already, then do different shit. It's that simple. Like, I mean, there's no other way to like really put that shit. People go, I hope I find it one day. You're not going to find it doing all the things that don't bring you joy. You're not going to find it doing things that you don't like. You're not going to find it doing things that don't move you forward. You're not going to find it doing things that don't give you experience. You're not going to find it in people that aren't interested in watching you win. You're not going to find it in movies that aren't moving you forward. You're not going to find it in food that's not good for you. If you keep doing what shitty people do, you get shitty fucking results. Period. There's no A plus B equals C. Like that's it. So this is why I always say this. Be it till you see it. What does a happy, healthy version of you do? Does a happy, healthy version of you wake up at 12 in the fucking afternoon, eat top ramen, and then sit on the fucking couch and then complain all fucking day with the beer? Or does a happy, healthy version of you have something they're excited to wake up to, drinks water, maybe goes for a walk, does some yoga, puts in some healthy grains and some brain food, calls their best fucking friend and talks about all the amazing dreams that they just had, has actual plans and hobbies, looks forward to completing fucking tasks, has an abundance of friends that love to hear about your success? What does the healthy, happy version of you do? If you don't know, then your first step to living or becoming that person is defining what that looks like. If you don't know what you're looking for, you'll never find it. This is why clarity is absolutely everything. More importantly, knowing what you don't want. I don't want any of that shit. Hell no, dude. I don't want any of that shit in my life. I don't want that fucking emotion in my life. Doesn't mean ignore it. It just means I don't do things that egg that emotion on. I don't want that kind of person around me, dude. I don't want to feel dedicated to this type of human. I don't want to say words like this. I don't want to fucking be influenced by these people. I don't want to be influenced by this type of drama. I don't like this stuff. Good. Now you know what to stay away from. There's more stuff you don't like than there is stuff you like. Absolute facts. This is why it's so easy to tell a story based in bullshit. If I said, hey, Mom of Wolves, tell me a story, the chances of you telling me a story about something negative that happened are like 90%. But healthy people, this is why a lot of people don't like talking to me, is because I want to talk about the butterfly I saw today when everyone else is talking about, well, fucking this and that, and she said and he said. No one gives a fuck. That's not what healthy people do. Healthy people do not fucking talk about all the things that are wrong. They don't practice negativity. No, most people don't even want to accept the fact that they're doing it. This is why people won't fucking talk to me sometimes. Negative people don't want to hear what I have to fucking say. Because I don't give a fuck about what's not working. It's not appropriate in my fucking world. I don't like it. I'm cool with listening to it. I'll bend. But I'm not going to practice talking shit with you. And if that's a problem for you, then you have a problem. I'm not the problem. Understand? These are fucking facts, right? I'm drinking. I need help. Dude, come join the program, dude. Beyond Sober. There's thousands of us. 100 people over in the Marco Polo community alone. 500, 600 people over on Discord. And then like 100 plus over on Facebook. And then you get to work with me for like 20 fucking hours, man. So if you're struggling, if anybody here is struggling to either improve their quality of life or want to practice drinking less alcohol, then click the link in my bio. If you guys want to practice drinking less right now, then take a look at Single Shot Method. That'll lead you back to the Beyond Sober program too. But more importantly, Marco Polo, man, I'm telling you, dude, Polo, Marco Polo is it's just flourishing, man. I love that there's people that don't say anything, that just watch. They just listen to the stories and they just relate. And they're like, damn, they're saying what I would normally say. I want to link, dude, check it out. Click the link in my bio. So click my name, go to my profile, and it says CodyLife.com. Click on that and you'll see Beyond Sober. There's a video for you there. Fuck, at least drop your information, right? Stay connected, and I'll send over all kinds of crazy stuff. We have 4 more platforms coming out, dude. Holy shit. Dude, I have a lot of respect for you. Thank you so much. I'm just kidding. I hate pools, cess. Fucking shrimp. Hang on, I want to go through these questions real quick. Do you have to address trauma to move on? You don't. This is a really good question. As a matter of fact, and keep in mind, remember we were talking about it earlier, to move on? To move on means to let go of, or to basically heal. Do you have to address trauma to move on? Not necessarily. If you're not ready to talk about your trauma, then there's no reason to talk about your trauma. Although, for some people, the trauma is the thing that they got to work on. What people don't necessarily understand is the emotional entanglement with some of that trauma is equal to the emotional entanglement to like alcohol. So it's like, it's equally hard to process the trauma as it is to not drink alcohol. So, so sometimes the only thing that we could think, because we've been thinking about this, PTSD, I have it too, PTSD, all this other really, really, really heavy shit, that's all we can fucking think about. So if that's the only thing on your mind, then we have to prepare ourselves to embrace that, accept that. We might have to talk about that because that's the only thing you want to fucking talk about. But if you can go about your day and your trauma is something that shows up on occasion, then no. You do not have to heal from it. You don't have to address it. As a matter of fact, in Beyond Sober, we don't talk about that for 4 fucking weeks if we decide to talk about it. And it's not even talking about it. It's just you understanding it from a different perspective. Once you understand that your trauma happened for you and it's a tool for you to be more happy and more successful, and you could accept what did and did not happen, then you can get extreme results, which is where we talk about 10xing your success, which is getting 10 times more of the results because you've done all these other things. It's super powerful stuff. So my comments go AWOL. That's true. Hang on. If I drink, I'll die. So I do need help. If I drink, I'll die. So do I need help? No. Unless you're still tempted at drinking going, if I drink, I'll die. But I don't need help. Let me say this in actuality. I have stage 4 cirrhosis. So if I drink, I'll die. Like I physically, like my body cannot like an allergic reaction. If you drink, you'll die. So do I need help? That only makes sense if you want to drink. Like that's the only thing you want to do. Because what you're really saying is, I want to jeopardize my entire life. It's borderline wanting to unalive yourself. If that's what you're struggling with, then we've got some processing to do. But if you know that if you drink, you'll die, and you're totally cool with that, then fucking game on, man. You're awesome. Choose life. 100%. Keep doing what you're doing. Hang on. How did you learn all this? Through practice. I'm a master coach, so I've spent over 10,000 hours in deep practice of everything that I teach. So it's not like deep study, not like I went to school for a certain amount of time. Here's the analogy. Imagine playing football and for 10,000 hours straight, you were hitting the goal. You were throwing the football, throwing, or soccer player. Kick. 10,000 hours on the edge of your ability, meaning that you were operating at a 10, you're as good as you could possibly get. You spend all of your time at 10.1, 10.2, 10.3. Now you're at 11. It's in the deep practice of what I talk about, not just I read this in a book and I say these things. I am these things. Beyond Sober is the literal unpacking of my own mind, how I think, how I process, how I understand, what I know, how I feel, how I interpret. Basically, this is going to sound weird. Those that go through Beyond Sober are transforming into an extension of my mind. They're taking on personality traits. They're taking on words. They're taking on habits. They're taking on feelings that I feel and practice every single fucking day. And I've been doing this for 4 years. So it's just who I am now. But the reality is one of my practices is taking complex information and simplifying it. 4 years is not even 10,000 hours 24/7. That's wrong. A year is 10,000 hours. Actually, a year and a half, right? That's. You want the calculator? Here's the calculator right here. 10,000 hours. I've also been alive longer than 10,000 hours. I also studied this before I fucking died. I've been in sales for over 20 years. Marketing and advertising for the last 6. So when you look at the deep study, the deep practice, a lot of what I knew was what I knew while I was an alcoholic. I just didn't practice it because I was drinking so much. Then once I became obviously healthy, I then took that information and capitalized on the practice all day, every fucking day. Now, even if you didn't want to, or you wanted to devalue my experience, and we'll talk about that, let's just say I speak non-fucking stop just on TikTok for 20 fucking hours or more a month. I spend equal amount of time expressing my own mind as I do physically in the gym. That's the baseline. That's not even talking about the amount of time that I spend in my own organizations helping leaders lead teams, helping millionaires make millions, helping small businesses grow from the inside out. It is me, which is why you can't fuck with this shit. The light bulb is turned on. Bing! Yep. Damn, did it fly by? Holy shit, it did. I didn't realize it was 10:30 over here. Damn! I thought something would happen. I need to start setting alarms. Shit, it just passed by. 8.7 thousand hours is 1 year. That's why I said a year and a half. A year and a half. A year and a half. Actually, less than that. It's a year 0.25. You can bring your calculator out again. If it's only 8.7, I'm talking about a year. I said about a year. It's a year and a half. That's actually more than 10 fucking times. I'm not going to fucking explain this basic shit. Do you think it's a good idea to take medication to help cope with cravings? Is it a good idea? Not necessarily. Is it a bad idea? That depends. If you cannot reprogram yourself to drink water when you're craving, and if you could literally say, if I could stop craving, I could stop drinking, then go for it. But don't just start taking a medication unless you have an exit strategy too. Because medications are highly addictive. More importantly, you become dependent on them. And thirdly, the exiting process generally has more dramatic side effects than drinking alcohol. So I was on Baclofen, and then I found out that I could go into like extreme like psychosis, neuro fucking whatever. I could be like permanently damaged if I did this the wrong way or took it for too long. So I spent about 9 months slowly taking less medication until it was safe, until I was normal. As soon as I was off of Baclofen entirely, my whole fucking business took off. And this is because I was operating as fast as I possibly could, where Baclofen is actually a muscle relaxer, and it kept me very just kind of lethargic. It's crazy shit. I drink 5 bottles of water a day. That's good, man. Me too. Roughly that. Half your body weight in ounces. What can I do in the evenings? Anything. There's nothing stopping you. Go play in the rain. Go climb a tree. There's no rules, regulations, or obligations for you to do anything. You can do everything. Go sit on the fucking roof. Go find some rocks. Go get a hobby. Call someone. Most people that are in the Beyond Sober program, we just all talk to each other in the evening. Got nothing to do? Let's tell stories. Got nothing to do? Let's go into the program. The reality with this is everybody's like, hey man, I'm in module 5, I'm in module 2, module 6, and I'm back in the community practicing what I learned. If you want to occupy your time and literally transform into the best version of yourself, take a look at Beyond Sober. The link is in my bio. Come join us. It's insanely powerful. You'll never be bored, and you'll never have nobody to talk to, because we are all excited to hear from you and want to help you get those results. because we're all working together and we're all on the same journey and we all care about each other. It's fucking one big ass amazing happy fam. If I call someone, I get emotional. That's good. Let that shit out. What's the problem with that? Isn't it weird being a human? This is what humans do. You're cool at streaming. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. I've been doing this a long time. With that, speaking of that, I have 2 intros today. 3. I have 3 intros, 3 business meetings today. It's Monday. Best day of the fucking week, man. Super duper slammed. And I got to do a bunch of graphic design for a really big TikToker. I'll tell you later. So with that said, I got to wrap up. You guys could have been anywhere in the world. You could be doing anything. Hang on. Did you lose your friends and family? Yes. I lost my house, my car, my job, my money, my friends, my family. Everything that I could have ever fucking worked for or gave any fucks about, gone. And it was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Fuck them. Fuck it. Fuck them. None of that shit matters. Totally worth it. If I had to lose it again to be twice as happy, I would do it again. 100%. With that, you guys could have been anywhere. You hung out with me all morning, at least my morning. Thank you for your attention, right? You're investing in yourself, and I respect and appreciate your time. It could have been given to anybody. It could have been given to anything, and you chose to invest in yourself today. So your return on investment, your ROI, is me making sure that I'm bringing some value to the table and helping you improve or at least get some healthy information into those beautiful minds of yours. So thank you so much. If you would like to come join us in the Beyond Sober community, or you know somebody that wants to practice drinking less alcohol, BeyondSoberProgram.com. Easiest way is to click the link in my bio, take a look at Beyond Sober. Worst case scenario is you can just fill out some basic information, stay connected with me, and I'll send everything over to you. I like to send out random videos to you, maybe send you a text from here from time to time, keep everybody in the loop. You're amazing. And I'm going to be here tomorrow, same time, probably about 9 a.m. my time. If there's anything that I could do for you, please let me know. I look forward to seeing you guys up in the program and joining the community and hanging out with us and making magic happen. Mama of Wolves, Brandon, I see you. With that said, just like my mother always says, take care of you.